Welcome to this deep dive, and we're going to be looking at the world of Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Guy who turned YouTube into like $100 million empire.
Yeah.
It's Jimmy Donaldson, by the way, but
Right.
Mr. Beast just kind of fits, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
He's not only redefining viral content, but also like what it means to give back in this digital age.
It's true. He really is a fascinating case study when you think about it.
Yeah.
You know, we're talking about like the evolution of online content and how somebody, just with a camera and an internet connection can build a global brand.
So, okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Before the Lamborghinis and the crazy challenges, imagine this.
Right.
A 13-year-old kid from North Carolina, completely obsessed with YouTube,
Wow.
uploading Minecraft videos as MrBeast 6000.
Mr. Beast 6000.
That was Jimmy.
It's hard to picture now,
Right.
considering his success.
Yeah.
What's remarkable to me is that like his first 100 videos barely even scratched 1,000 views each.
Great.
Most people would have given up,
Oh, yeah.
but not Jimmy.
But not Jimmy. How do you go from basically invisible to this like unstoppable YouTube force?
Right.
The story here is one of sheer dedication.
Yeah.
Right from the get-go, this is a guy who dropped out of college to go all in on YouTube.
That's a level of commitment
Really?
most people wouldn't even consider,
Yeah. Yeah.
But it also points to Jimmy's analytical mind. He wasn't just like randomly making videos and hoping for the best.
Right.
He treated YouTube like a puzzle to be solved.
Like a math problem.
A math problem, exactly.
He's talked about this as, spending 5 years making what he calls bad videos.
Right.
But the whole time he's studying the analytics,
Yeah.
the trends, figuring out what worked, what didn't, refusing to quit.
Absolutely.
And then boom, 2017 rolls around and something clicks.
It clicked.
Do you remember that video, the $10,000 TikTok donation?
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
That was a major turning point.
It was.
I think that's where we see the seeds of his signature style start to sprout.
Absolutely.
It's like he cracked the code. And there's a clear formula at play here.
Okay.
Scale stakes and surprise.
Okay.
You want scale? Give a homeless man $100,000.
Wow.
Stakes last to leave the circle, wins $500,000, and then bam, hit him with the surprise, giving away free cars to 100 people.
It's a recipe for going viral.
It is.
There's another layer to this, though.
Okay.
Mr. Beast and his team, they're incredibly data-driven.
Okay.
They're not just like throwing these spectacles together and hoping for the best.
Nice.
This is where like, A/B testing comes in.
Oh, yeah.
They're meticulously tracking everything down to the millisecond.
Wow.
They look at audience retention rates,
Uh-huh.
cutting out anything that doesn't grab your attention.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's almost like the Steve Jobs of YouTube. Obsessed with the details, perfecting everything, always optimizing. Most creators would panic if a video flopped.
Right.
But not Mr. Beast. What does he do?
He just keeps iterating and keeps testing until he finds what works.
Yeah,
It's ruthless, but undeniably effective.
it is.
And it brings us to this big question,
Yeah.
one that a lot of people are asking.
Yeah.
Is all this generosity just a calculated move for views?
Right.
Is it true philanthropy or is it a strategy?
It's the debate that follows him everywhere, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Some critics say he's exploiting people's struggles for clicks.
Right.
But then others argue that he's donating millions, inspiring a whole generation to give back.
Right.
So where do you stand? What's the problem, they ask?
It's complex.
It is.
Mr. Beast has addressed this head on, though.
Yeah.
He's like, even if people think it's for views, he doesn't care.
Right.
Because the bottom line is his content is helping people.
Right.
It's putting food on tables and making a real difference.
It's impact entertainment.
It is impact entertainment. He's at the forefront of it.
And it's working. Even Elon Musk, one of the most successful people on the planet,
Right.
called Mr. Beast too good at YouTube.
High praise.
That's high praise.
It really is. And, it speaks to the fact that Mr. Beast's success isn't just about the videos themselves.
Yeah.
It's a true business empire.
Right.
We're not just talking about YouTube views here.
Yo,
Mr. Beast Burger Feastable's team trees.
it's crazy.
This is a multifaceted operation.
It's mind-blowing. And a key to his success, I think, is this strategy of vertical integration.
Okay.
He owns his studios, he employs his editors, he controls his merchandise warehouses, he's cut out all the middlemen.
So what does that do?
It gives him incredible control and flexibility, and it's allowed him to achieve some truly remarkable things.
Like what?
Like Team Trees raising $23 million to plant trees.
Oh, wow.
He partnered with everyone from Elon Musk to Jeffree Star to make it happen.
That's insane.
It's insane. And then there's Mr. Beast Burger, basically a virtual restaurant chain.
Uh-huh.
Think about this. He managed to launch 1,000 locations in just 6 months.
That's unheard of.
It's like he's playing a different game entirely. And Feastables, he's going head-to-head with giants like Hershey's in the chocolate market.
Wow.
This is someone who, at 25 years old, is already mentoring the next generation of creators.
That's incredible.
It makes you wonder, though, what's the cost of all this success? Is there a downside?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because this level of success brings immense pressure.
Yeah.
Burnout is a real possibility. He's facing legal challenges, and there's this constant need to outdo himself to keep pushing the limits.
Right.
It's a lot to handle for anyone, let alone someone so young.
Especially when you consider his ambition, he said, and I'm quoting him directly here. I'll die before I let someone else be the biggest YouTuber.
Wow.
That's a powerful statement.
It is.
It almost sounds like a challenge, doesn't it?
It does.
And then you have these rumors of a $1.5 billion Amazon deal, his plans to dominate TikTok.
Right.
It makes you wonder, is this level of growth even sustainable? Is he truly unstoppable, or is he heading for a crash?
What do you think?
It's the million-dollar question, and we're going to dive deeper into that right after. We were just talking about the potential downsides of MrBeast's ambition.
Yeah.
This drive to be the biggest YouTuber, period.
Uh-huh.
It's almost like a classic story, you know?
Oh, really?
The Icarus myth, what happens when you fly too close to the sun?
That's interesting.
In the online world where the landscape changes so fast, what does flying too close to the sun actually look like?
Right.
Is it burnout from the constant pressure to make bigger and bolder content?
Yeah, could be.
Or is it legal issues from these increasingly complex and risky videos? Or maybe something even more subtle?
Right.
Like losing that authenticity as the business side takes over the creative spark. It's tough to say.
It is.
He said himself, and this is a direct quote, "I'll retire when I'm dead. There's always another mountain to climb."
Yeah.
That kind of drive is incredible.
It is.
It's what got him where he is today.
Right.
But could it also be his undoing? Is he trapped in this machine he built? This perpetual motion machine of content creation and business expansion.
It's a good question.
Even perpetual motion machines need a source of energy. What fuels MrBeast?
Right. What keeps him going?
In interviews, he often talks about the challenge, the thrill of pushing boundaries of constant innovation.
I see.
He seems to genuinely thrive on that.
Makes sense.
It's not just about the views or the money. There's a real sense of purpose in what he does.
Yeah, and you can't forget the impact he's having.
Right.
Millions of dollars, donated trees, planted awareness raised for all these important causes. That's got to be a huge motivating factor.
It brings us back to the whole debate around his philanthropy. Is it truly altruistic, or is it just a clever marketing ploy?
Right.
It's easy to be cynical in this day and age, especially online.
Yeah.
But when you look at the sheer scale of his giving, the impact he has on people's lives, it's hard to dismiss it as just a grab for views, you know?
I agree. It's more nuanced than that.
It is.
It's probably a combination of both a genuine desire to help others,
Yeah.
but also intertwined with his business strategy.
Right.
It's part of his brand identity.
And that's where it gets really fascinating. He's created this new model for success on YouTube.
Okay.
It's not just about making entertaining videos anymore. It's about building a brand,
Right.
creating an impact, and diversifying your income.
And he's mastered it.
He has.
Look at MrBeast Burger, a virtual restaurant chain, leveraging his existing fan base and online presence.
Right.
He doesn't have to deal with the overhead of traditional restaurants,
Right.
but he builds a global brand.
It's brilliant. And Feastables.
Feastables.
Who would have thought a YouTuber could launch a chocolate brand
Right.
and compete with the big names? But he's doing it.
He is.
It just shows you how much things have changed, how powerful this platform can be.
It does. It speaks to his understanding of his audience and his ability to translate his online success into real-world ventures.
Yeah.
He's not just a content creator. He's a businessman,
Yeah.
an entrepreneur, a philanthropist.
And he's only 25.
And he's only 25.
He's just getting started.
Yeah, it seems like it.
It makes you wonder what's next for MrBeast. He's achieved a level of success most people can only dream of. Where do you even go from here?
Right.
He's talked about wanting to make movies, maybe even direct them.
That would be a natural progression, wouldn't it?
I think so.
He's already mastered visual storytelling on YouTube.
Right.
And then there's that rumored $1.5 billion deal with Amazon.
Wow.
Imagine the possibilities if that goes through.
It's exciting and a little terrifying at the same time, you know?
I know what you mean.
The potential seems limitless, but there has to be a ceiling somewhere, right?
It's the question that keeps coming back. Can he sustain this level of growth without burning out, without losing sight of what made him successful in the first place?
Yeah.
It's something to think about.
He's definitely a fascinating figure to study, pushing the boundaries of online content creation.
Absolutely.
It's constant innovation and evolution. He's a force to be reckoned with.
Absolutely. But for me, the biggest question remains, can he keep this up without losing himself in the process? That's the real challenge.
Right.
And it's something we'll have to continue to observe as his career progresses. What are your thoughts so far? Anything in particular that stood out to you? We'd love to hear your perspective.
It's amazing to think about everything MrBeast has already accomplished.
It is.
And how he's managed to stay ahead of the curve, in a space that's constantly changing.
Yeah, it really makes you wonder what his secret is.
Right. So as we wrap up this deep dive into the world of MrBeast, I think it's time to zoom out and think about the big picture.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. What does his success tell us about the future of online content and entertainment?
Yeah.
What can we all learn from his journey?
Well, for one, I think it shows how important it is to adapt and evolve constantly.
Right.
The online world is like this fast-moving river,
Yeah.
And if you can't keep up, you'll get swept away.
Exactly.
MrBeast's ability to jump on new platforms, trends, and technologies. Incredible.
He's not afraid to experiment.
He's not.
Or take risks.
No.
It's like he's constantly pushing the boundaries of what's possible online.
Yeah.
It's inspiring, for anyone who wants to create content to see that kind of fearlessness.
Yeah, he doesn't just follow trends, he sets them.
He does.
You know what else I think is crucial?
What's that?
Building a strong brand.
Oh, yeah.
MrBeast is more than just a YouTube channel. He's created this recognizable brand.
Right.
With a personality and a set of values that people connect with.
Exactly. And that brand recognition, it stretches way beyond his videos.
It does.
It's what allows him to launch things like MrBeast Burger and Feastables.
Right.
He's built this loyal following that trusts him and wants to support his projects.
And that trust comes from authenticity.
Yeah.
Despite his massive success, he still comes across as genuine and relatable.
Yeah.
It's like he's still that kid who loves making videos and having fun.
It's refreshing to see that level of passion, and it definitely resonates with his viewers. They can tell that he's being himself, and that's what makes him so engaging.
I think MrBeast's story also highlights the importance of community.
Oh, absolutely.
He's built an incredible team around him, and he constantly interacts with his fans.
He does.
It's not just a one-man show.
It's not. His success is a testament to the power of collaboration.
Right.
And surrounding yourself with talented people.
Yeah.
It's about fostering a supportive network that helps you grow and achieve your goals.
It makes you wonder what his true legacy will be.
Yeah. What will it be?
Will it be the videos themselves, the millions he's made, or the blueprint he's providing for the next generation of creators?
That's a good question. What if his story inspires countless others to dream big, to push their creative limits, and to use their platforms for good?
That's a legacy worth striving for.
It really is.
It really is. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of MrBeast. We hope you learned something new and that you're feeling inspired to create something amazing of your own.
We'll see you next time.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and